Okay, I'm done. Now trust me, when you think you got it all done, wipe the glass off both sides and then check it some more. Because dabbity nabbit, I thought I had all of it on the other side and I didn't, so I took my steel wool. I've been at it for another 15-20 minutes since I last turned the video camera off and wiped it all down, checked it all out. This stuff looks 100% better than it did. And if I look at it with a fine-tooth comb, I can still see little imperfections here and there, and I could keep rubbing for another half hour if I wanted to get this stuff perfect. Okay, so you can see, hopefully, that it's clean and there's no stray marks anywhere. The steel wool is going to do it. And I used to always think, whenever I got steel wool at the store to do something for commercial work, construction work, and residential and all that kind of stuff, I would get the triple aught. And that's what I was looking for at the store, but they had the multi-grade steel wool. And like I say, I just used this one. I don't know if that was the fine one, the medium one, or the coarse one. Okay, try them out. If you try one and it doesn't seem to do all the work for you, try one of the other ones in the bag. Okay, that bag probably costs less than $3. Okay, and you can get your glass doors looking mighty clean. Well, that's all I got for this time. But I'll be back with more videos. Yeah, now that I've done such a nice job, I've got this shower to do too. My achy breaky back. Hey, I'll get it. I'll get it. Good Lord. Yeah, that's only half the paper towels I ended up using. And I got it. I didn't hardly use my razor blade at all, but every once in a while it was good to do that. And I used my steel wool. There it is, sitting in there. And I got it. After I thought I got all of it, then I cleaned it with my Windex. And then, yes, when you think you're done, you won't be done. Because you'll see that there's still some watermarks on there. Okay? And I found a little trick. I ended up just, instead of putting water on this, I would just spray a little bit of Windex on it. And then wipe some more, wipe some more, wipe some more. And one other thing I wanted to tell you, if you're still watching, I hope you are, because the more I talk, the more you learn. At least that's what I have to say. Some people say I go on and on. Get to the point, Joe. I just wasted 5 minutes of my life. Okay, whatever. And the thing I read one place was to get hard watermarks off of glass, steam it off. So if you have a steamer, you know, a little one for clothes or something, or maybe even an iron where you will shoot some steam out, this steam supposedly is supposed to loosen that up and you're supposed to be able to wipe it off. Now I don't have a steamer, or else I would have tried that. But I went and used my elbow grease and used my steel wool, and by golly, I got it. It looks nice. Nice and clean. And mind you, I still have to paint this bathroom. I still have to wash the tiles on the walls, and the tile on the shower floor, and the tile down here. And after I get done painting, then I'll wipe everything down again. And then I'm going to put 2 coats of sealer in the shower, on the counter, and on this floor. But I wanted to at least check and see if the steel wool would work today, because if it didn't work all the way, guess what I would have done? Yes, I would have gone to the store and got a little pumice stone and put some water on it. In fact, I was hoping to try that this time, but I guess you're out of luck. I'll have to try it on another glass window, shower door, bathtub door surround, another time because, you know, it's clean now. All right, gotta go. Hey, speaking of steel wool, when I get ready to clean this whole shower door surrounds, all of the gunk up in here and on the sides and down on the bottom, and all the other areas on this shower, I'm going to use that steel wool. I didn't think it would work, but I thought I'm just going to try it on this here because it's fine steel wool. It's not really going to scratch. I just cleaned this whole thing off using that steel wool. And it's nice, bright, shiny. I also did it around here. And when I get ready to clean the tub, I'll rinse out all the steel wool little bits and pieces and stuff. But there's another tip for you. I'm pretty much done with showing you all the different things I was going to do in the condo still, but there's one other thing I forgot I'm going to have to do, and that's installing 2 towel bars and a little towel ring. I'm gonna go ahead and put a towel ring up there. Before, somebody had it setting over here, and I thought, nothing doing. I like them over here next to the mirror, and over here, if you don't have a medicine cabinet or something. Obviously, if you haven't had a medicine cabinet there, I could put the ring here. But see, if I put the ring here, eventually we could put something right here, a surface mounted thing for towels and a little shelf area that would cover up. See, they had one here before, and if I didn't want that to be shown, I could put a nice rectangular picture right there, or one of those little other cabinets. So another reason why I want to put the towel ring over there. And I was going to get some brand new towel bars and stuff, and this is the old one. They all pretty much match, and so I thought to myself, nothing doing. I need to get this thing done to sell. So I'm gonna go ahead and use what I got. Now I've got a 30-inch and probably an 18 to 24-inch. And I thought, okay, I don't want to put a little one here in case somebody wants to put a cabinet here. And I've got this little section right here, and I'm gonna put the longer one, not at regular height, okay? Because then I can't put another one. So I'll put it up a little over 3 feet tall, maybe 40 inches, and then split the difference between the door and the edge of the tile. And then I'll go up another 3 feet, and I'll put the shorter one. And I'll put the shorter one up here, and they can have one towel, or they can have washcloths there, or they can hang, you know, whatever they want there, bathing suit, whatever. There's also another towel bar there that they can hang. And I've seen some people install one behind the door. Now, if you're going to ever install one behind the door, what you probably want to do is take your door bumper off, take it to the store or somewhere, measure it, and get a longer one. Did you know they have at least 3 different lengths of these? And just the other day, I saw one. They had little short, stubby ones, and you can even use one of those somewhere else. But right here, I would get a really super long one and have it out a little bit further if I was going to put a towel bar behind the door. Lots of times I've seen it where somebody has a towel bar and they have a regular size door bumper, and then the towel bar maybe comes out just beyond the door or something, and then crunch. It's just enough room for it to hit without a towel, and then you got a towel on there, and then all of a sudden the edge of the door hits the towel, bends the towel bar, and you don't want that. Okay, so that's another something I'm going to have to do, and it's easy stuff. And I've got that on my YouTube channel too. If it's not on under, I think I might have them under condo rehab, because I installed some downstairs. But if you can't find them, you can always go to my main YouTube channel page, click on playlist, and scroll down to somewhere else, plumbing, bathroom, mini project, something like that. And I've got other ones on showing you how to install towel bars, towel rings, toilet paper holders. In fact, look at this one here. You just lift up on it. You see there? Isn't that cool? And it's got a little slot there, and you just put your towel, your toilet paper on there, and do that. And this is all attached. See? So they got all kinds of stuff at the store. Okay, so that about wraps it up for this time.